Hey everyone, it's Sean McKenzie from Neat in the Heat, and welcome to one of our new experiment videos. So if you've been watching, which I need more and more of you to start watching these videos and hitting that subscribe button. Even if you don't want to watch all of our videos, subscribing helps more than you know. Hitting the like button works, and leaving comments works as well. So definitely hit that like, comment, and subscribe button so you can see more videos and see how more of these experiments go. So let's dive into this video. So as you guys have watched in the shorts, I did a 3-minute review on Penelope Havana. So it's part of their copper series. It's finished in maple syrup and Cuban rum barrels. It's a double cask finish. So I started to think, what can we do with this? It's one of like the first finished kind of whiskeys that we have on on the wall here in the bar. So I wanted to kind of play around with that and find something that was the opposite, right? Find something that was a rum, originally a rum, but was finished in oak barrels or even used bourbon barrels. So after doing some digging, I think I found maybe one of one, at least from what I read. Again, whatever you read as a description, marketing obviously can play a big role in it just to try and move some bottles. But I got this called Don Pancho Origins Reserva Especial. It's a Panama rum. It's aged 18 years, and it does get finished. I don't know how long. It didn't say on the description or on the label anywhere. In American white oak bourbon barrels. It says barrels here just on the label, but on the description at Total Wine, it says bourbon barrels. So it's made from sugar, yeast, and molasses, but then finished for some amount of time in American white oak barrels. So it says on the description, like I said, on Total Wine that it's bourbon barrels. So I wanted to see kind of the opposites. Bourbon finished in a rum cask, rum finished in a what is said to be bourbon barrel cask. So I put 1 ounce in each one of these glasses. Because my memory is terrible, I did this myself and I don't remember which is which. So it does not really matter if I'm the one that's switching these around because I can't remember. Couldn't even have remembered if I had just started this while we were here on the video. So let's dive in and see how my palate does and if there is a difference. So let's grab the first one. You guys might be able to see the label on the bottom, but I won't be able to see it. So we will figure this out together and see how good we do. So the first one right off the bat, definitely smells a little bit like burnt sugar. Yeah, and this one has a little bit more of that like um, oaky kind of smell to it. Definitely both smell sweet. Again, one's made from sugar, one's finished in a maple and rum cask. So double kind of sugar finishes made straight from molasses and sugar. So we might definitely be able to smell a little bit of similarities to it, but hopefully one of them pops out a little bit more than the other. So let's see. Let's go for this one. Let's take a taste and see how it does on the palate. Okay, so this one is sweet. It is sweet, but it has that oaky, that kind of, again, it's on this side, but that has nothing to do with anything, right? We can even switch it up, right? This one gives me more of that bourbon sweetness, more so than a possible molasses or sugar sweetness. I've never really tried like neat a rum. I've always had rum as a mixer. So this is kind of the first time as well diving into this. So let's see what the second one tastes like. Okay, so this one has, again, sweetness, but more of a kind of charred sweetness. I don't want to say burnt because burnt kind of has a negative connotation, especially when it comes to like cooking and different baking and all that kind of stuff. But it has kind of that burnt sugar taste to it. Not to say that it's not good. It's a very smooth drink. Both of these are, let's see, this one is 93 proof. This one is 80 proof. So, I mean, 6.5% alcohol difference. To me, not a lot different. As I start to get into things, I'm sure there is going to be a huge difference in that. But it's not like we're trying a 80 proof versus 130 proof and trying to tell the difference and what tastes differently about each one of them. So I would say they're pretty close in what I could find. So right off the bat, this one has that. This one here in how you're seeing it in this hand. This one has kind of that burnt sugar kind of taste to it, like a molasses cookie kind of, or that burnt sugar, or that kind of flambéed sugar that you get on creme brulee. Definitely tastes like this. This one has that oaky that oaky bourbon sweetness kind of smell to it. We're gonna go for one more sip on each, give you my final thoughts, and then we're gonna take a look and see if I'm right or if I'm just full of it and I have no idea what the difference is between alcohols. And yeah, we'll just keep going on this journey together. Yeah, this one has that typical kind of oakiness, and then obviously really sweet. Not really sweet, but has sweetness to it. Um, I would tend to lean towards this Penelope, but I won't make guesses just yet. But oh, so good. If this is the Penelope, I'm so glad that there is a second bottle on this bar because I am freaking head over heels in love with this bourbon. It is so good. If I am correct. If I'm wrong, then I give up and we'll maybe we'll do something else. Maybe we'll do tequilas or we'll do, different things, something else. But I think I'm right where this one is the Penelope, but we'll get into this last one here. Yeah. Burnt sugar, that molasses, that sweetness, that just kind of dark sugar taste. It's really good. I'm kind of digging it a little bit. I still really like bourbons and whiskeys and all that stuff. That's definitely obviously, as you can see with the wall behind me, and the content that we're doing. We're a whiskey and bourbon channel, but again, we're gonna start incorporating different stuff and seeing what things taste like, look like, and how they compare. I want to try, you know, a bourbon that was finished in a tequila bottle and a tequila that was finished in a bourbon barrel. So I want to do these kind of experiments and see which, with the flavors, how those come about and how those stick out, and can you taste the differences? So be on the lookout for those. This is really fun. Um, so let's take a look. So yes, this one here, excuse me, this one here is the Don Pancho Reserva Especial. It's got that molasses, it's got that sugar taste. It's very smooth. It's a very good drinker. Um, I don't know what you would kind of necessarily mix this with. I would almost make this more of like a dessert kind of drink, right? If you're maybe not like a sweets person, like you don't like cookies or cakes or anything like that, but you maybe want that sweetness to kind of just hit that little bit of, wanting something sweet, put this in your glass either on the rocks or neat. Your sweetness will be hit. You get something nice, you get something smooth. It's aged for 18 years. I think it was under $90, so it's around the same price point as the Penelope Havana. So definitely, if you're not into rums, I can totally understand. But try something like this that's aged really 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 long and aged in like an oak barrel to get that kind of color and that age and that kind of darkness to it. And then obviously this is the Havana, right? That oak, that kind of butterscotch caramel sweetness. Obviously, you're going to get that sweetness from the rum casks and from the maple syrup casks. If you can find this, I know it's still kind of floating out there at some stores and some places. I know the store that I got one of these from is already out and kind of hinted that they're sold out already from Penelope. So if you can find it, if you can find it from someone, I don't think paying over $100 is worth it, but I would definitely try and find it if you can find it at MSRP around, that $75, $85 range. This is so good, guys. This is so, so, so good. So yeah, we were right. We got something right. Not like the Russell's 10 kind of, not fiasco, but differing palettes, if you will, if you watch that video. That one was really, really fun to do with Kayleen. But yeah, so there's that video for you guys. A bourbon finished in rum casks and maple syrup casks, and a rum from Panama finished in white oak barrels or bourbon barrels, if you believe what their description says. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. Please keep watching, share it to your friends, share our channel. We're really trying to make this thing take off out here in Southern Arizona. We really want to continue to grow this and continue to grow this channel and keep doing super fun things. So be on the lookout for our next videos, our next shorts, and definitely drop a comment, drop a like, and always hit that subscribe button. And we will see you next time.